Hello YouTube. I wanted to make this video so I could share this composition I created in Photoshop. This was part of an assignment for a class that I took in Photoshop. It was a 5-week course. I had used Photoshop before, but I would always get frustrated. They would not, go beyond stuff that I did not understand. I mean, I knew basic, very, very, very basic stuff. So I'm glad that I took this class because it really gave me the tools, and also forced me to find solutions for stuff that I did not understand. So again, by no means I'm an expert. In fact, it's not a tutorial. This is just something I want to share and show what the steps I took, and I don't know, maybe try to connect with people, to make this look better, or just sharing stuff, basic techniques and basic tools that I used in order to create something like this. So let me show you what I did in order to create this real quick. So let me hide all these layers right here. So I can show you what I did. So this is the background that I used. These are the dimensions that we're told to use. It was a 17 by 11, I believe. So after that, I went ahead and placed the background image. This is a picture that I took, and one thing that I wanted to do was I wanted to get rid of the yellow lining here, because by doing this I will have the freedom to use myself in the vehicle, like the dimensions that I wanted to use. Otherwise, if I would just place the vehicle and myself, there will have to be a certain dimension, otherwise it would be too small or too big. So I wanted to get rid of this. So what I did is I used the content awareness tool in order to get rid of this. So this is the result right here. You can still see some patches in here, but I try to use other stuff, and this is the best that I could do. Once that was done, I went ahead and added the dramatic sky scenery. First, I was just gonna use the sky, but I figure I'm just gonna go ahead and blend in the desert environment as well. Let me show you what it looked like before. So you can see the line right there. I used the masking layer in order to blend everything in. I just brushed stuff in and stuff out, so just to make it look, just to blend it in basically. All right. Then after that, I went ahead and placed the vehicle. All right. So let me show you what it looked like. So on this image, I kind of messed up because I kind of destroyed it, and I'll explain why. I'll explain how I destroyed it. Okay, so this is the another image that I took, picture that I took. So here's the original image. I went ahead and did a masking layer in order to get rid of the background. So what I wanted to do is I wanted to change the rims in here. What I should have done is obviously create another masking layer, or just create another layer, a duplicate layer, in order to color here black, so I could place the rims in there, and there would be no gray background when I place the rims. But I went ahead and did it on the original picture, so I kind of destroyed the pixels. But at the end, it worked out because it just did. So let me show you the rims that I put in there. These are stock images that I used. I went ahead and for this one, I just used the perspective tool in order to, in order to make it look like it's bending a little bit. On the one in the back here, I used the perspective tool, the warp tool, and the scale tool as well in order to make this fit. All right. As you can see, the inside of it is black, so that's where I colored the rims, whatever the original rims. I just colored them black, so it would not look weird. All right. So then after that, I went ahead and placed the let's see here, place the frame and the picture here. Okay, let me show you what it looks like initially. So this is the frame that I put in here, and this is the picture that I used as well. This is the these are two images. That's San Diego right there, and that's another dramatic sky scene. Kind of darkened the image a little bit, so it will look like it's really, you know, like sunset. So this is what I did after the layer mask was applied. Went ahead and brushed off the excess. All right, and also on the picture frame, did another layer mask in order to bring some grass into it. And as you can see, that's the end result right there. I don't think it's 100%. You know, doesn't look 100% real, but I think it worked. I mean, it worked. It worked somehow. All right. Next, I placed the house and grass as well. Okay. Let me show you what I did here. So this is the another picture frame that I used, and then what I did is I placed this this image of a house, and obviously what I did is I created another layer mask, and I brushed off the excess from it. And again, I put, you know, I used another layer mask to have grass going over the picture frame as well. After that, I placed myself in there. Okay, this is the original image. I used another layer mask, and I brushed the excess off around me, and I left grass around my feet in order to make it easier, you know, to blend in. Initially, I wanted to just have the asphalt here under my feet, but I figured the grass would be a bit easier, you know, because otherwise I would have had to, I don't know what I had to do in order to blend, you know, the shoes into the asphalt, maybe probably do shadows and stuff like that. So these are the two images of that I placed in there with the out of bounds effect. Okay, now next was the blending process. First, I applied a hue and saturation adjustment layer. Okay, this is a hue and saturation. Let me see here. Hue and saturation adjustment layer with the screen mode in order to lighten it up a little bit. Then I went ahead and did a hue and saturation soft light. Now by this point I was experimenting with a lot of adjustment layers, and these are the ones that I found to be, you know, to adjust well to the image, I would say. Alright, again, I mean, I probably could have done something very different, but this is what at the end I decided to go with. Then I applied a black and white adjustment layer, you know, to globalize the color, to make sure everything looked, you know, kind of a same color. Then I did a gradient map, you know, to bring the tone down a little bit. And finally I did a photo filter to kind of make it yellowish somewhat. Alright, I think it did work at the end. I think overall the entire image has a global color, and the grass and the vehicle seem to blend in into the asphalt here. And finally I did a high pass filter in order to sharpen the image, a little bit. So again, these are the steps that I took in order to create this out of bounds effect composition. Uh, so hopefully did a good job, or somewhat of a good job. Probably I know that I did make some mistakes, and especially by not creating a masking layer in here. But overall, based on the tools and the techniques that we learned, I think I did manage to create something out of those techniques. And hopefully, I'm still learning, I'm still trying to get better at this. So hopefully I will, by connecting with people and by practicing, practice, obviously. All right, so that's it. Any questions or any if you guys have any suggestions, I would really appreciate it. I will try to probably do more compositions and again try to get better at it. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon. Bye.